comfort food community, and I'm here today to share another edible education lesson in partnership with the Schuylerville Free Library. I'd like to thank Emily and the library for having me today. So today's recipe is for a Rainbow Smoothie Bowl. And this recipe is extra special as we, along with the library, are celebrating the wrap to a wonderful Pride Month. So this recipe is super colorful. We're going to use fruit that incorporates all the colors of the rainbow, and it's delicious and a great healthy treat on a hot summer day. So let's get started. So for our smoothie bowls, you can really use any kind of fruit that you want or like or have on hand, but today I'm going to be using strawberries and blueberries to create our smoothie bowl base. And then I'll be topping the smoothie bowl with some fresh melon, some pineapple, sliced banana, and kiwi. Oh, and I also have some shredded coconut to top the bowl with as well. And here I have 1 cup of almond milk. We'll get to that, but that will be used in our smoothie bowl base as well. So I'm going to start by cutting my fruit. There's really no specific way that you need to cut your fruit, but I just want to note that for the strawberries, since we'll be blending these to use for our base, we'll want to cut the tops off, and then I'll probably just slice them in half to make the blending process a little bit easier. The blueberries can just stay as is. Those will go in with the strawberries for our base. For the melon and the pineapple, I will slice them thinly to use for the top of the smoothie bowl. Same with the banana, peel, slice into little pieces, and then the kiwi I will peel and slice as well. So I'm going to get started on my cutting. First I'll start with my strawberries, cutting the tops off. I would say you can use anywhere from maybe 8 to 12 strawberries depending on how big of a bowl you want to make. I'm going to make a bowl that is good for a single serving. So of course if you are making a bowl or bowls for 2 or more people, you'll want to add more fruit. But I'm going to start off with, like I said, around 8 to 10. So I'm going to chop all these tops off and then I'll slice them in half. Okay, so I've chopped up my strawberries. When they're cut, they look like this, just in halves. And then for my blueberries, like I said before, we don't need to slice them or really do any prep work since they're just going right into the blender and they're small enough that they will mix fairly easily. As far as an amount goes, I will probably use about a cup or a cup and a half. This is a cup and a half, so I'm just going to take my berries and place them in here. Again, measurements are not super essential for this recipe. If you just want to eye it, that's okay. If you like strawberries a little more than you like blueberries, maybe add some more strawberries. I'm using strawberries and blueberries because I love how they both taste, and also I want to get a nice purple color for my smoothie base. So that's a little less than a cup and a half. So now that I'm done with my strawberries and blueberries, I'm going to set those aside. Today I'm using a NutriBullet to do my blending. You can use a regular blender, you could even use a food processor, but whatever you have access to is fine. Since we're not, making something that has a lot of ingredients that need to be blended, using a NutriBullet or even a smaller NutriBullet will work perfectly fine. So I'm going to put my sliced strawberries and my blueberries into my mixing cup. And then I am adding about a cup of unsweetened almond milk. You can use regular milk if you'd like. You can use unsweetened vanilla almond milk if you want a little bit more of that vanilla flavor. But any kind of milk or non-dairy milk will work great for the space. It's going to make it a little bit more creamier instead of just using, water and ice. So I'm gonna pour that in, and I will secure my top, and then we're ready to mix. Okay, so I have blended my strawberries, blueberries, and almond milk. And you'll see that the strawberries and blueberries created this really vibrant purple color, which I love. And then I'm going to take a bowl, and I'm just going to pour my smoothie base into the bowl. Now you'll see it has a really nice, creamy texture. It almost has like a jello-y texture. And I was able to create that because I didn't use too much almond milk or any kind of liquid. So the more almond milk you use with your fruit, the more of a like a lighter liquid texture it will have. And that's okay, it'll still taste great, but I wanted a little bit more of a creamy, kind of thick smoothie base, and that's what I got here. So after that, I'm going to set my base aside, and then I'm going to slice my fruit for topping. Start with my banana. And I'm just making small slices here. You can use the full banana. If it's a little bit too much, you can use about half. Once those are sliced, I'll just set them aside for a moment. Then I'm going to take my pineapple and slice that into smaller bite-sized pieces as well. And you'll see that my slices aren't perfect. I just want them to be a little bit smaller so that they're nice, a nice bite-sized shape, and so that I can fit all of my fruit toppings together in the bowl. Move on to our melon now. And then my kiwi. I'm going to peel this kiwi first because we don't want to eat the skin. So I'm just using a regular vegetable peeler to peel the skin off my kiwi. Once I've peeled it, I'm just going to, again, make some small little slices. Okay, so I have all of my fruit here cut up, and we are ready to assemble our bowl. All right, so I'm gonna grab my bowl, and then this is the fun part. So you can arrange your fruit on top any way that you would like. So you can just throw it all on, but I like to get a little creative. So I'm gonna start with my bananas, and I'm going to place them just around the outside edge of the bowl in 2 little rows. And again, nothing has to look perfect here, but it's fun to create some little designs with your fruit. Okay, and then after my banana, I'm going to add my pineapple. I think I'll put the pineapple around the other side. I love all of the colors in this. It's so summery and it looks delicious. Okay, so I got my pineapple around the other side, and then I think I will take my melon and add that right next to the pineapple. Okay. And then, I will do my kiwi now. I'm going to add that kind of along the edge of the banana. I ended up slicing my kiwi into little smaller bites than I had originally intended, because I think that will look good. All right, and then last but not least, I'm going to sprinkle some of my shredded coconut right on top. And there you have it. Easy as that. I have a beautiful smoothie bowl. We have all the colors of the rainbow incorporated in here. Our base of strawberries and blueberries, the almond milk to make it nice and creamy, and then our toppings of banana, kiwi, melon, pineapple, and some shredded coconut. And again, you can use any kind of fruit that you'd like. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, that makes for a really nice base, but you can get creative here. You can use anything that, anything that you think tastes good. Going to grab a spoon and take a nice bite. I want to get everything in there. Ooh, it's nice and thick. Delicious. So many flavors. Such a good summer treat. You can have it for breakfast, for lunch. Very refreshing. Thank you again to the Schuylerville Library for inviting us to share this recipe today. We are thrilled, as always, to be able to share edible education with our community And today's recipe and class is extra special as we celebrate and wrap up a wonderful Pride Month. And as we move forward into July, the rest of the summer and the year, we want to remind everyone that at Comfort Food Community, we celebrate individuals from all backgrounds. We welcome anyone into our food pantries and our programs, and we are very, very lucky to be a part of such a wonderful and dynamic community of individuals from all walks of life, and that's what makes our community so special. It's when we come together that we can share our own unique differences and special experiences that will help us teach one another and learn from each other. And in doing so, we can create stronger and better communities, all the while contributing to a happier and healthier world. Thank you for joining me for Edible Education, and I hope to see you soon.